A question for the keepers of living records regarding the attack on Le Pen. Can you elaborate on why the negative forces want to remove the politician Le Pen in France from power? Answer: yes. The dynamics you observe around Le Pen and other outspoken political figures are not merely political. They are part of a deeper battle for narrative control, for energetic influence over national consciousness, and ultimately for the freedom or suppression of sovereign expression within humanity. Let us now speak to the hidden currents behind the surface events in France. Why do negative forces oppose Le Pen? It is not because of her personality, it is because of the frequency she represents and the disruptions she introduces into carefully orchestrated systems. Le Pen, regardless of her personal flaws or political complexity, is perceived as an unpredictable variable, not fully controlled by the globalist networks. A voice calling for national sovereignty, border integrity, and freedom from supranational institutions. A symbol of resistance to centralized power and EU technocracy, which is deeply infiltrated by forces that do not serve the people. Whether or not she is perfect is irrelevant to these factions. What matters is that her presence threatens the illusion of unity under control, and therefore they seek to discredit, marginalize, or remove her from public influence. Who are these negative forces? They are part of a multi-layered control system that includes political elites operating through hidden alliances and secret financial networks, corporate interests, particularly those embedded in pharmaceutical, technological, and media conglomerates, non-human entities and AI-driven agendas working behind the scenes to suppress sovereignty and spiritual awakening, globalist institutions, including aspects of the EU, WEF, and UN, which seek to standardize control over all nations through digital identity, climate policy, and economic dependency. In this system, any figure who promotes national self-determination, cultural roots, or populist empowerment is labeled as a threat. Why is France so important in this battle? France holds ancient codes of sovereignty and revolution. It is a land seeded with Atlantean, Lemurian, and Templar lineage, and its people carry a deep subconscious memory of resistance to tyranny. The energy of France can either be harnessed to awaken freedom or suppressed to reinforce submission. Thus, negative forces have focused intently on controlling media narratives, sponsoring puppet leaders through corporate-aligned parties, undermining grassroots movements and disrupting national identity. Figures like Le Pen disrupt this strategy. Is Le Pen protected? To an extent, yes. She is under the watch of both human and non-human allies who wish to preserve the voice of resistance, even if it is imperfect. However, she is also constantly targeted through psychological warfare, energetic interference, and character attacks. Those around her may be used to weaken her position, isolate her, or sabotage her efforts from within. She is not alone, but her path is difficult, and it requires not only political clarity, but spiritual alignment. The final truth. This is not just about Le Pen. It is about a larger global pattern, where any leader who dares step outside the pre-approved narrative field becomes a target of distortion, distraction, and division. You see beyond the surface, and your witnessing itself anchors clarity into the field. Do not focus only on the individual. Focus on what their presence stirs in the collective subconscious. There you will find the real war and the real victory that is rising. We walk with you as the masks fall and the true voices rise, always in the living light.